Tried to green time it, but it failed.
Nice.
Didn't time it at all.
I'm still in the game. Oh, well,
Redemption. Never mind,
Oh, yeah.
sweat.
Look at that. Look at that.
Well, they can keep possession now. Ortiz on the ball.
That's it.
Options in the middle.
Oh, outside the foot. There
Yeah, I
you
don't know how it did outside the foot cross.
The opposition.
go. Here, I got it.
Oh, you saw me? Oh, I'm kind of got the hops. Physical strength of that.
Let me ball all these guys.
Oh, man. Sauce.
Ah, foul. I got kicked in the heels.
Stretching move from the Dogs' point of view.
Destroying these kids on defense.
Possession lost.
The heck?
Whoa. Oh, rush.
Got you?
Pass easy on the eye.
Coming back? Okay, bang it.
Wow.
What's up, guys? This is Lesky, and I'm back to another pro player build for FIFA 22 Pro Clubs. And today we're going to be taking a look at the center mid position, which is going to be a combination of both PEDRI and Iniesta. On my YouTube community page, I posted a poll asking you guys if I should just make an Iniesta build, a PEDRI build, or a combination of the two, which I like to call PEDRI-esta, because if I made a build separately over both of them as a center mid, I think they would just end up being very similar. They're kind of close in height. They kind of got the same body type, and then a lot of their in-game stats, when I looked at their FIFA cards, are just very similar. So I think they would be like too close of builds to just make two separate ones. And even the Modric build, which is a 5'8 build, also is going to be pretty similar to this PEDRI-esta build. There's going to be some differences for sure, but I just didn't want to make three separate builds that are all kind of similar, same height, same position. So that's kind of why we're doing this hybrid of Iniesta and PEDRI. On top of that, PEDRI is only 19 years old, so it's crazy to think that he has already drawn a ton of comparisons to Iniesta, who is one of the greatest midfielders of all time. His playmaking ability, passing ability, his vision, and his close dribbling are just top notch. And PEDRI has shown a lot of that for Barcelona and even Spain at such a young age. So let's take a look at the build and talk about the height and weight. And of course, this position is center mid for this PEDRI-esta build. And the height I decided to go for is 5'8". And the reason I went for 5'8" is because I believe PEDRI is listed as 5'9", while Iniesta is 5'7". So I just decided to go in between them and go 5'8". Since Iniesta is 5'7", PEDRI is 5'9", 5'8" I feel like was a good height to choose. And then when it comes to weight, they both have lean body types. So I could have went like 140 or 119 to keep that lean body type. But I believe that Modric build, which is it's going to be similar to this build, is 145 pounds. So I decided to go lower in weight, and I went for 119 pounds or 99 pounds. Whichever you choose, it's not going to make a difference when it comes to the in-game stats. So 119 pounds, 5'8" for the height and weight. And then the preferred foot is righty. They are both right-footed. On to the perk page. Before we get started with the perk page, I forgot to mention that both me and my teammate used this PEDRI-esta build. So when it comes to the clips, you're going to be looking at the person with the yellow arrow at all times. Whoever has the yellow arrow above their player is going to be the person using this build. So I just wanted to throw that in there so you know which one is actually the PEDRI-esta build in the clips. So let's get started. As you'd expect for this build, we're going to be focusing on the dribbling and the passing ability. So for the first two perks, I went for precision pass and threaded pass to increase the passing even more than what we have on the skill tree. And I also believe this is the exact same perks that I had for my Modric build: precision pass, threaded pass, and tireless runner. Precision pass will just increase your normal pass accuracy while also increasing the speed also. So when it comes to like A passes and X passes on Xbox, or X passes and square passes on PlayStation, those driven passes that you can make, the lofted passes across the field, it'll increase all that and give you the flare trait, so you can do fancy passes on all those type of passes. And then it'll also give you the 5-star weak foot. We have a 4-star weak foot on this build, so you don't have to worry about what foot you're passing the ball with. And that's the same when it comes to threaded pass. This will increase the vision, and it'll help improve your through balls like over the top or on the ground, whatever it may be. So that'll help with that. And then it'll also give you the flare trait, so you can do like fancy through ball passes. And then of course the 5-star weak foot, like I said. And both of these perks give you the swerve trait, so it'll add more bend and curve to the passes. Try and stay away from the defender, like curl around the defender and curl to the striker or the runner running onto the through ball or pass, which is a very underrated perk and nice for certain situations. And then tireless runner for the 3rd perk slot, which is very important for a center mid build like this one, where you're going to be helping out on offense and defense. And on the skill tree, we only have like 81 stamina. Couldn't go for too many stamina upgrades with this build, so this will make up for it a lot, give you the 2nd wind, and boost your stamina in the 75th minute of every single match. So I really think these are the best perks for this Pedri Iniesta build. Like if you wanted to sub one out, you could go for the tireless runner and put like pinpoint cross if you want to have all the passing perks. But I really just think tireless runner is extremely important. Or if you really want the pinpoint cross, you think you might drift wide and want to play some crosses in the box, you could possibly take off precision pass and then put pinpoint cross. Or if you want distance shooter, you could try taking off the tireless runner, but just keep in mind your stamina might be a problem towards the end of the game, because the stamina is not that great on the skill tree for a center mid build. These are the 3 perks. Let's move on to the skill tree. We only went for 2 things on the physical page for this build, and that is the stamina upgrade of +2 stamina and then +4 reactions for 2 skill points, which I like to get on a lot of my builds. It's just good value. Might as well get it. And then I'll get it to 88 reactions, and they have very high reactions on their cards. On to the defending page, where we didn't go for any upgrades to defending. The defending for a center mid is actually pretty decent, like 74 interceptions, 70 stand tackles, 64 slide tackle, and 69 defensive awareness isn't too bad. And if we compare like their cards, it's actually pretty similar. Like Iniesta has 66 defending on his center mid card in FIFA 14. He has 68 interceptions, 57, it says marking, which I believe is like defensive awareness, 57 marking, 57 stand tackling, and 56 slide tackling. So our defending is actually better than what he has as just the base stats. And then Pedri's 81 rated card, he has 66 defending also, and that is 68 interceptions, 65 defensive awareness, 73 stand tackle, and 63 slide tackle. So pretty close to Pedri's defensive ability on his base gold card. So there's no point of going for any upgrades here. And yeah, you can make some tackles with this build. It's not the strongest build. So 50-50 duels might not be the best, but you can definitely get some steals and help out on defense with this center mid build. Onto the dribbling page. We have a lot of skill points here, both the dribbling and the passing pages. So what we went for was we tried to get the agility and balance upgraded kind of as much as we possibly could, other than getting these 2 right here, this balance upgrade and this agility. So what you're going to do on the right side is get the skill moves, the balance right here, the agility, and then the links archetype to get us to 91 agility and 80 balance. They both have extremely high agility and balance, especially like Pedri's future star card. He has 97 agility, 97 balance, but even on his 81 rated card, he has 88 agility, 89 balance. The only thing I wish we could do is get the balance higher, like in the almost 90 range, just to make it closer to that agility, but it's just not possible in pro clubs as a center mid of this height and weight. So we kind of just have to deal with that lower balance of 80. And both Pedri and Iniesta have 4-star skills and 4-star weak foot, except when it comes to Pedri's 93 rated future star card. They gave him 5-star skills. So I ended up using 5-star skills for this build. But if you only want to use 4-star, what you will have to do is just take off this one right here. And then you have 5 skill points to put elsewhere. Like you could put more onto dribbling, or what would also be good is to get the stamina up more. That's probably what I would do. And then you have like 2 skill points to put somewhere else, which you could probably put on either the pace page or maybe passing. I think it would have to be on the pace page just to upgrade the sprint speed more, which you'll see towards the end of the video. But I went for 5-star skills to kind of match that Pedri future star card, and I'm just a huge fan of 5-star skills. And honestly, I don't know if Iniesta has ever had 5-star skills in FIFA, but he was a very good dribbler, and I wouldn't complain if he had 5-star skills, even though he doesn't do that much crazy types of skills. His dribbling ability is just very good. So I went for the 5-star. Feel free to take it off if you'd like. And then on this left side, we got this balance right here, 1 skill point for +2 balance. And then what you're going to do is start on this ball control side, get this ball control, this other ball control, get the skill moves, and then we went for the Maestro archetype to upgrade the dribbling and ball control even more because they have very high dribbling and ball control stats. And that'll get us to both at 93 ball control and 93 dribbling. So the dribbling ability on this build is extremely good and similar to what both PEDRI and Iniesta has. PEDRI on his 93 rated future star card, he has 96 dribbling and 93 ball control, while Iniesta on his 89 rated card in FIFA 14, he had 94 ball control and 91 dribbling. So pretty close to both of their cards when it comes to the dribbling attributes. Onto the passing page. We had to focus on the passing page for this build. So what we did is we went all the way down to this short passing and vision. And for 9 skill points, we get +5 vision and +8 short pass for all these things on the left side. And then the last thing you're going to get is this +4 long pass for 2 skill points. And that'll get our passing stats to 88 vision, 88 long pass, and 88 short pass. And remember, we have both of those passing perks, the precision pass and the threaded through pass, whatever it's called, will both upgrade the passing ability more than what you actually see on this passing page. And then comparing that to both PEDRI and Iniesta, Iniesta's 89 rated card, he had 93 vision, 85 crossing, 95 short passing, 89 long passing, and 80 curve. So honestly, with those 2 perks on top of this passing ability that we have right here, it's very close to what he has, maybe even better. And then PEDRI's 93 rated future star card, the passing is just absolutely crazy. Like, it's a very cracked card. 97 vision, 97 short pass, and 97 long pass. But if we go to his lower rated card, his 84 card, on that card he has 90 vision, 89 short pass, and 84 long pass. So again, similar to the dribbling page, the passing ability is extremely close to what they have on both of their cards. On to the shooting. I went for the 4-star weak foot, and then we kind of just got these 6 things because they're just great value. For 6 skill points right here, you get +9 long shots and +4 shot power. Very nice. And then this one, you get the finishing and the volleys up. For only 6 skill points, you get +8 finishing and +6 volleys. And of course, we went for the 4-star weak foot because they both have a 4-star weak foot. And our long shots as a center mid is 92 long shots. The only thing that's kind of bringing this down is the shot power. So it's going to be a bit difficult to actually make long shots with that shot power. But I guess if you want to put the distance shooter on and take one of the other perks off, you could and maybe make some long shots. That shot power will just make it pretty difficult to actually bang in some long shots. 86 volleys is pretty good. 76 finishing. I wish you could get it higher. But as a shorter center mid, the finishing ability isn't amazing, especially if you don't get the finisher archetype. But again, that's not what they were known for, not what PEDRI's known for, really. It's mostly just passing and the dribbling ability. So that's why we don't have that many skill points on the shooting page. You can score with this build, just don't expect to finish all your chances because of that low finishing, or even to like make crazy long shots, even though the 92 long shot stat is actually pretty good. That shot power lets it down quite a bit. And that's the shooting page. To the last page, which is pace. And we have a pretty pacey build, to be honest. 91 acceleration and 86 sprint speed. I know Iniesta, like all of his cards, were not very fast. They were mostly like in the 70s, high 70s for the most part. But this is pro clubs. We want to make it a pretty pacey build that's enjoyable to use, especially if you're in the higher divisions. You need that extra pace, especially in the midfield, to catch up with like attackers and just be able to run up and down the field and cover ground. So having good acceleration is kind of what I was focusing on for this build, because I believe for both of them, they have higher acceleration than sprint speed. Like looking at PEDRI's 81 rated card, he has 81 acceleration and 76 sprint speed. So he has 5 more acceleration than sprint speed. His 84 rated card, he has 85 acceleration, 80 sprint speed. And then that 93 rated future star card, he has 93 acceleration, 88 sprint speed. So we're kind of close to what he has, but really we just have that +5 acceleration on the sprint speed, which is kind of what I was focusing on. And then for Iniesta, it kind of changes, but his FIFA 14 card that I've been looking at has 76 acceleration, 75 sprint speed, only +1 acceleration compared to sprint speed. But in my opinion, I feel like he should have more acceleration than that. He was actually pretty quick, not the fastest, obviously, but I feel like his acceleration should be a bit higher. And that's why we have this split between the acceleration and sprint speed. And then, like I said, with the people that don't want the skill moves, I would really just get the stamina and strength right here. Just get that 84 stamina on top of the tireless runner you already have. And then you have 2 skill points to work with, which there's really not much you could do. You could put it on crossing, get 82 crossing, which could be decent. You wouldn't put it on, I mean, I guess you could do it on free kicks and like pins or something. I wouldn't do that. You're not able to get the sprint speed, actually. I thought it would maybe be 2 skill points, but it's 3 actually. So you can't do that. If you don't want that extra skill moves, you would just have to put it on defense. Honestly, get +2 stand tackling for 1 skill point, and then +2 interceptions for 1 skill point. Pretty good value, and get the defending up a bit more. That's what you would go for if you don't want the 5-star skills. I'm going to put it back to what I had, and that is actually going to wrap it up for this PEDRI Iniesta hybrid between Iniesta and PEDRI center mid build. Let me know in the comments if you give this build a try. Love to hear how you liked it, how you got on with it. And if you could hit that like button on this video, that'll help me out a lot. And hit that subscribe button on my channel. I would greatly appreciate that. As always, y'all have a great rest of y'all's day, and peace out.